Growing up, I had dreams and aspirations, but always felt like the kid that didn't fit in. For the most part, I wasn't a bad kid, but when I made the transition into adulthood, I turned to the streets for guidance. This led to getting locked up in juvenile hall, doing time in CYA, and eventually a 120-month sentence in federal prison. I had a lot of time to think and reflect during my federal sentence, so I share with you what I learned, hoping I can positively influence someone else's life with Prison Talk. What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916, getting down with a Prison Talk over here on Fresh Out. Make sure you guys subscribe, share the channel. We're really trying to hit that million, man. They've been hitting us upside the head with these algorithms, man, and we've been stuck at 560 for a year, and it doesn't make sense. You guys know what's up, but hit the subscribe button, share the channel, make sure you are subscribed. They caught the Memphis shooter, the guy who was on a rampage, 19-year-old, 4 people dead, 3 wounded, and man, had Memphis, Tennessee basically terrorized. You know, they told people to not come outside, man. And apparently they said he was also Facebook living the shooting. 19-year-old man was arrested Wednesday after live streaming part of the shooting rampage that left 4 people dead and 3 others injured, upended life throughout Memphis as residents were urged to shelter in place, police said. The hours-long rampage led to suspension of public bus trolley service and cut short a minor league baseball game. It left the city's mayor enraged over the wanton violence and came less than a week after the high-profile kidnapping and killing of school teacher who was out jogging. I'm angry for them. I'm angry for our citizens who had to shelter in place for their own safety until the suspect was caught. This is no way for us to live, and it is unacceptable, said Memphis Mayor Jim Strickland, who offered his condolences to the victims' families. At least one of the shootings was apparently streamed on Facebook Live, which ultimately led to the arrest of Ezekiel Kelly following a high-speed pursuit. Memphis Police Chief Sorlin C.J. Davis said at the news conference early Thursday. Kelly was released from prison in March after serving 11 months of a 3-year sentence for aggravated assault. He pleaded guilty to the lesser charge after originally facing counts that included attempted murder, reckless endangerment, and using a firearm with intent to commit dangerous felony in a 2020 case in Shelby County, court records show. If Mr. Kelly has served his full 3-year sentence, he would still be in prison today and 4 of our fellow citizens would still be alive, Strickland said. Kelly, who is also known as Zeke Honcho, is to appear in court on Friday, according to jail records. He's being held on first-degree murder charge, though officials said they anticipate additional felony charges. The shooting spree began at 1 a.m. Wednesday and continued through the late evening hours, triggering a shelter-in-place for part of the city as the police searched for the gunman. Our citizens in Memphis and Shelby County were going about their business, getting off from work, picking up children from daycare, just going about their ordinary lives when all of a sudden shattered. Shelby County Sheriff Floyd Bonner said, many families will never get over the horrific violence that we saw that one individual inflicted on the city tonight. Man, crazy stuff, man. The first shooting was reported around 12:56 a.m. in the 3100 block of Lindell Avenue. Officers found a male victim in a driveway and he was pronounced dead at the scene. Davis said 3 witnesses at the scene, friends of the victim and suspected shooter, positively identified Kelly from a photographic lineup. According to an arrest affidavit, the victim was identified as Dwayne Tunstall, who was with 4 other friends when Kelly pulled him aside. According to the affidavit, he was shot in the head. God. 4:38 p.m., officers responded to another shooting in 900 block of South Parkway East, where they found a man in his vehicle with multiple gunshot wounds. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Video surveillance from nearby business captured the gunman pulling up next to the victim in a gray sedan and firing multiple shots before driving away, Davis said. Minutes later, at 4:40 p.m., officers responded to a shooting at Norris Road and I-240 where a woman had a gunshot wound to the leg. She was taken to the hospital in non-critical condition. The suspect fled in a dark-colored sedan, Davis said. More than an hour later, at 5:59, officers arrived at the scene of another shooting at a store, 4,000 block of Jackson Ave. Ezekiel Kelly was on a Facebook Live when he opened fire inside the store, Davis said. Responding officers found a male with a gunshot wound. He was taken to the hospital in critical condition. A short time later, at 6:12 p.m., police received a call that someone named Zeke Honcho was live on Facebook saying he was threatening to cause harm to citizens, Davis said. The Memphis Police Department then launched a citywide search for an armed and dangerous suspect using sub-residents to shelter in place, urging residents to shelter in place. At 7:23 p.m., another shooting was reported in an area of Poplar Avenue in North Evergreen, where a woman had been shot and killed. The gunman fled the scene with the victim's vehicle, a gray SUV, Davis said. A minute later, officers again responded to a shooting on Poplar Ave and found a man who had been shot. He was taken to the hospital in non-critical condition, Davis said. Then at 8:55, officers responded to the 800 block of West Rains Road, where a woman with gunshot wounds was pronounced dead, according to Davis. She was the seventh shooting victim of the spree. At 8:56, the South Haven, Mississippi Police Department responded to an area of State Line Road and Highway 51 regarding a carjacking. Davis said, police say Kelly carjacked the victim at gunpoint, taking a gray Dodge Challenger, leaving behind a gray SUV. The victim was uninjured. South Haven is just across the state line from Memphis. 2 minutes later, at 8:58, Memphis police spotted the Challenger on I-55, and Kelly was taken into custody without incident after a high-speed chase. The chief said 2 weapons were visible in the vehicle when Kelly was apprehended. Numerous felony charges are pending. Meta, Facebook parent company, says working closely with law enforcement. Man, it's crazy, man. Autozone Park in downtown Memphis was evacuated during a minor league baseball game hosted by Redbirds. WMC TV reported the shooting spree came on the same day that the man suspected of abducting and killing Memphis teacher Liza Fletcher was temporarily ordered held without bond on a murder charge that was added after her body was identified. Man, young people throwing their life away, man. It's just senseless, man. It's senseless. And I keep telling you guys, man, this guy, he had been arrested. Let me go back. He had been arrested in a 2020 case for attempted murder, reckless endangerment, using a firearm with the intent to commit a dangerous felony in 2020 and only served 11 months. That's insane, man. And you guys are probably looking like, oh, man, Big Eric. Nah, man, that's insane, dude. This dude, there's some people in prison. I've seen them in there, and they demons. They demons, bro. They have no regard for life, man. It's people who, just dark souls, man, dark spirits, demons. This guy right here, man, 11 months later, he gets out and does this shit. And you guys, you keep talking about, oh man, no bail, these people should get out. If you're nonviolent, but when you have, dude, every time I got locked up. I didn't go home. Wasn't no bail. I don't have no empathy for these guys, man, getting out, and they think it's a slap on the wrist, and then they go in and run right back in something and robbing again. And I come from a background of robbing, and I'm telling you that this shit right here is out of control. These dudes, man, it's like no regard. And it doesn't matter if I talk to them or you talk to them. Some of these dudes just don't care. They have no value in life. They don't want to create anything. They're not trying to better the life of people around them. They don't care about values. They don't care about God. They don't have no morals. They just don't care, man. They do little drugs, they party, whatever, and they just go kill. They shoot, whatever, rob, steal, beating up, hitting people on the street. I mean, just mayhem, man. And you guys, you need to go talk to your elected officials. You're the ones letting all these laws go down like this, man, to where it's unsafe. You guys act like it's cool. You're the ones, high-fiving these guys, and you talking about you don't want nobody to protect themselves with a legal registered firearm. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Somebody could have domed this dude earlier if they would have been strapped. I have no sympathy for him, man. And I've been in prison. I've been in all the facilities, so I know. And I'm telling you right now, you got to protect your family, man. And shit like this, it's just disgusting. And it doesn't matter what race. People, oh, man, it doesn't matter black, white, Mexican. When you're shooting and killing people, bro, it's like a deranged dog, man. You know what I mean? It's got rabies or something. And a lot of these dudes, it's like they don't care. The drugs, the young people, I don't know what their parenting is. If this guy just said to hell with it. Some people, man, when they don't have enough time to sit down and really see, some of these guys, you got to sit them down for a long time until they get that shit out their system. Because 11 months wasn't enough for him to learn anything. He went in 17, got out 19, 17 and a half, got out 19, 18. He didn't care. He was like, shit. I still got it, I still got it in me. I heard guys say that, oh man, you ain't got a decade. You got one more, you got another big one in you, saying that you got another bid. See, some dudes look at that time as just time for them to plot and plan to get out and do more despicable shit. I know. See, these psychologists don't know. These guys who, these guys, the poor so-and-so, the poor, no, man, some people, and it doesn't matter what race, they just don't have the mindset to clean themselves up. Some people these dudes are demonistic. They don't talk to people. When they're in there, they're stealing from people. They're raping people. They are harming people, quick to stab somebody. All they do is think about what they can do and terrorize when they get out. I've been telling you, man, you think I'm, oh man, you talk a lot of shit, man. Man, shut your ass up, man, because you a dummy if you are thinking it's cool that this shit is going on in the community and your mom, your grandma, your little sister, and young people who are just trying to live life can't be safe. There's no room for this type of despicability in the neighborhoods, bro. There's no room. You guys who are gangsters should be making sure your kids are safe and your families are safe, and these dudes need to be checked, bro. They need to be checked hard. They need to be checked because the system is failing. I'm saying it. The system has failed. It's up to you, man. I don't care. Like I said, the guy who shot up in upstate New York, who got arrested, this dude got arrested. Man, shit, man. Where's Charlie Bronson when you need him? It's disgusting, bro. And I've been around some of these cats, man, and it's like, I can feel the energy, man. It's just a very low frequency, man. And it's sad that these people had to lose their lives like this. And like I said, people like to turn it into race. Man, it's just human beings who are heartless, who do shit like this, man. Big Arc 916, man, fresh out.